news every half hour and smart talk in between. We're Austin's only news radio, KLBJ, 590 AM and 99.7 FM.
Welcome back to News Radio 590 KLBJ 99.7 FM and everywhere at newsradioklbj.com. Let's give them some business. Blaming the loss of federal funding, flat sales tax collections, and a 3.5% cap on property tax increases without a voter approval, Austin City Manager T.C. Brodnick says the city will have to start tightening its belt. Well, he said those things after proposing a big budget, totaling $5.9 billion, $400 million more than last year.
And the full effect of the property tax caps that we've talked about over the last few years, approved by the Texas legislature, have come to fruition. Harsh realities have set in on municipalities around the state.
Austin Mayor Kirk Watson has floated the idea of a property tax election to seek voter approval for a higher tax rate. As usual, the police department will see the largest allocation of nearly $500 million. The Homeless Strategy Office will see $30 million, and all city employees will receive a 4% pay raise. A new survey by Bank of America finds that nearly half of adult members of Gen Z are relying on financial help from their parents or other family members to get by.
Generation Z are those Americans born in the late 90s and early 2000s. And according to the new survey, nearly half of them, 46%, are receiving financial assistance from their parents or other family members. 57% of them say they use that borrowed money to help pay for necessities like groceries and toiletries. 53% say they spend it all on rent, utilities, and phone plans. A majority, 57% of respondents, said they don't have enough emergency savings to cover 3 months of bills and necessities. And 52% say they don't make enough money to live the life they want because of the high cost of living. Many said their financial stresses are causing them to delay financial milestones, with at least half of respondents saying they're waiting to buy a home. Ted Lindner, Fox News.
And with a look at your money, here's reporter Jessica Ettinger.
Wall Street opens this morning after a record-setting Friday. The Dow hit an all-time high. It closed ever so slightly above 40,000. Tech stocks rebounded. NVIDIA and Intel were higher. So were shares of Tesla.
The market's not making any missteps here in terms of big picture. I mean, there's 300 new 52-week highs in the New York Stock Exchange today against 8 new lows. Second half of July, maybe you have fewer seasonal tailwinds. Again, nothing bad. It's more about how many times have we priced in the soft landing in the first rate cut? Maybe not enough. Maybe we've done it.
CNBC's Mike Santoli. Investors are calling that a rate cut rally. They're hoping the Fed starts cutting interest rates to make money cheaper to borrow. Some, though, are cautious with the major indexes at or near record highs.
It's a rate cut rally, and the valley of the cycle is coming. The question is, when is it coming? And the question is, what will be the depth and duration?
Branch Global's Greg Branch on CNBC.
That is Jessica Ettinger reporting. A major airline is getting into the taxi business up in the sky.
Southwest Airlines is hoping to offer air taxi service in California. The airline is partnering with Archer Aviation, the builders of a small aircraft known as Electric Vertical Takeoff and Landing, or EVTOL. Imagine a drone big enough to carry 4 people with multiple propellers. The air taxis are planned to reduce intra-city travel times, and the company claims that a taxi ride on the ground, usually taking an hour and a half after leaving the airport, could only take 10 or 20 minutes in the electric-powered aircraft. The companies hope they can begin service before the end of next year. Eben Brown, Fox News.
We all remember Tesla moving its headquarters to Austin, and now San Antonio's biggest manufacturer, Toyota, is planning a massive expansion of its facility. A recent study is saying that the Lone Star State is among the top 5 states in the U.S. for business, and according to CNBC, weighing 50 states and 128 metrics in 10 categories, Texas ranked number 3rd with an overall score of 1,577. Skyrocketing the state up to 3 spots from 2023. So which state came in as number 1? Well, that was Virginia, took the top spot in this year's list, even though it has a state income tax and a corporate tax rate. It is 5:55 here on News Radio KLBJ.
The Todd and Oz Show.